Good morning, dear students. Today we continue with our chapter of HCF and LCM. Last time we learnt what are prime numbers, what are co-prime numbers, what are twin numbers. All this thing was what we had learnt last time, and I also asked you to learn your tables well, because as I said, we will be using our multiplication tables a lot in this particular chapter. So I hope you all have all learnt your tables, you all know your tables well, because that is what is very much required for this part of the chapter. Now we continue with our practice set 11. The practice set 11 says factorize the following numbers into their prime. Factorize means break down the number. You're going to break down the number into prime numbers. So for this we are going to take the help of our multiplication tables. So the first number which is given to you is 32. We have to start with the lowest table. We have to know whether the number 32 comes in the table of 2. So it does come in the table of 2. So we know that 2 multiplied by 16 gives us 32. What about 16? 16 also comes in the table of 2, where we know that 2 8s are 16. Next, what about the number 8? 8 also appears in the table of 2. So we get it as 2 4s are 8. What about 4 now? 2 2s are 4. And finally 2 1s are 2. So what we have done is that we have broken down this number 32 into its prime factors, into its prime numbers. 2 16s are 32, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. So we have to continue doing this till we get 1 at the end. So how do we get the number 32? We get it as how many 2s are there over here? 1 2 3 4 5. So 32 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So what we are doing here is we are factorizing 32. We are breaking down 32 into its different factors. Next we have the number 57. Okay, so let us factorize 57. Does 57 appear in the table of 2? No, it does not appear. Does it appear in the table of 3? Yes, it does. So we'll have to start with the number 3. 3 1s are 3, carry forward 2, 3 9s are 27. So 3 multiplied by 19 gives us 57. Okay. What about 19? Does 19 appear in any table? No, it only appears in the table of 19, because 19 is a prime number. So 19 1s are 19. So we don't have to go any further. 3 into 19 gives us 57. 19 1s are 19. So what are the prime factors for 57? 57 is 3 into 19. We'll look at one more example, which is 23. Does 23 appear in any table? It only appears in the table of 23, because 23 is a prime number. So we can directly write it as 23 1s are 23. So what are your factors of 23? It does not have any other factor. It's only 23 into 1. So this is how, my dear students, you are going to find out your prime factors, or your how you are going to factorize your numbers into primes, and this is how you will do for the remaining sums which are there in this particular exercise. So now we move on to the next exercise, which is practice set 12. Here you have to find out the HCF now. HCF means the highest common factor. Okay. So for this we are going to use the same method what we have used over here for finding out the prime numbers. The same thing we are going to use over here as well. But we have two numbers over here. So over here we have to understand these two numbers come in which table. Both the numbers should appear in the same table. Now we've got the numbers over here 25 and 40. So we have to find out the HCF of 25 and 40. Does 25 and 40 appear in the same table together? Yes, it appears in the table of 5. So 5 5s are 25 and 5 8s are 40. Now what about 5 and 8? Do they appear in the same table together? No, they do not appear. So this is the end. We don't continue any further. So what is the HCF over here? The numbers which are appearing over here, they will form your HCF. Over here we only have the number 5. So the HCF for 25 and 40 is 5. Excuse me. The next question, 56 and 32. So to find out the HCF, first we see in which table does these two numbers appear together. 56 and 32. Both of them appear in the table of 2. So 2 28s are 56 and 2 16s are 32. Now both these numbers will also get divided by 2, wherein you get 2 14s are 28 and 2 8s are 16. Further, both these numbers are divisible by 2. So 2 7s are 14 and 2 4s are 8. Now 7 and 4, are they appearing in the same table together? We cannot, they do not appear in the same table together. So we stop over here. Now what are the numbers which are over here? They will form your HCF. So the HCF for 56 and 32 is 2 into 2 into 2. Whatever numbers you get here, you have to multiply them. We've got 3 2's. So 2 into 2 into 2, which will give us 2 2's are 4, 4 2's are 8. Okay. Now we'll look at one last example and then the remaining sums you will do it yourself. Over here we have 3 numbers together and we have to find out the HCF for it. So these 3 numbers can be divided by the number 5. So 5 8s are 40, 5 12s are 60 and 5 15s are 75. Now the next set of numbers we have is 8, 12 and 15. Can we divide them all using one single number? 8 and 12 we can divide them using 2. But what about 15? 15 we can't divide by 2. If we look at these two numbers, 12 and 15 we can divide it by 5. But we can divide it by 3. But 8 we cannot divide by 3. So we stop over here because we require to divide all the 3 numbers together using another number. But over here we cannot find any number which is dividing all these 3 numbers. So we stop over here. So what is the HCF numbers which are available to us? We have only the number 5. So the HCF for 40, 60 and 75 is 5. Okay, the remaining sums for this particular exercise, you will be doing it yourself. So I am placing the book over here. You can copy down these sums and you can do the remaining sums yourself for homework. Okay, so my dear students, to continue writing, you can pause the video over here and you can finish off your writing work, and you have to finish off all the exercise which is there in your practice set 11 and practice set 12. So this is the end of the lecture for today. Please finish off your work and we will meet again in the next class. So till then, please stay safe, stay happy. Bye children.